Hey guys, this is Brandon Galbraith with our second video here in our instructional series. And today with technology, I'm going to be introducing ClassDojo. It's a free tool for teachers, more geared towards student behavior. I use it in my middle school classroom with 7th graders. The thing that I find fascinating about it is that parents can at any point log in and see if I've logged in any good or bad traits that I've witnessed within that class setting, and I'll show you what that means in a second. But like I said, it's free, it's awesome. It is a very interactive tool, and my students are very competitive. They want to kind of check in to see how they're doing versus their peers, and you can allow them to see that. But for today, I'm going to actually create for you guys a class so you can see how easy this is to set up. So once again, this is more so geared for behavior. If you have teachers in your school that you know are using this, then I would suggest that you link up with them. You can see that there are a couple just in my immediate area because I live in the Waxhaw region. But if you actually click on this, you'll actually see if they have a mentor teacher. Let's see if any of these guys do. But I do not see one. And if you do have a mentor teacher, I know there's one in this school, and I'm close to that middle. Indiana C. So I know that for sure this person, Mr. Vance Evans, is a ClassDojo mentor, so he's had some extra training besides what I have right now, and that allows him to do that. But my school is unfortunately not registered, so I'm going to go click. Now I'm not in the school. So once you've done that, you can actually go through and pick whatever design you want. And I'll put mine in instructional video. And for me, just because I'm going to be 7th grade teacher, and I add class. So here's the really cool part of how easy this is. So I'm in Billy B. So let's say there's a Billy B in my classroom. I hit enter. He's automatically in there. Emma B in there. And if you notice too, I'm actually able to go through and just add it, and it automatically capitalizes it, which is a really cool feature. And it really is, it's really simple, just clicking. And if you notice too, all the characters are automatically created. So I go to done adding students, and of course, hopefully, you probably actually have more than 4. And this is the cool part, you can get invites. So when you hit get invites, it actually prepares it, and for each specific student, it creates for you, it's on the bottom left here, a PDF. And within that PDF, it will, something that you can use. So instructions from Mr. Galbraith: print out the packet, send these invites home, or you can email them. And this is what it'll look like. So if they are new to ClassDojo, it gives them a code. If they are existing, for students, for Emma B, that's her specific code. And for Billy, that's his specific code. And so it's really cool because this is just one page. You pass them out, and what I do is I require that the parents sign on the bottom, so that way I know that they've actually seen it. So I click with done with invites, and my classroom is set up. Now this is where you kind of can add your own twist to it. So these are the standard ones. So they're helping others, they're on task, they're participating. I can add a skill. Let's say I'm going to make it helping others with classwork, just for kicks here. I save it, it automatically puts it in there as well. But then, not only they're positive, if you need to reinforce a couple of things, they can use these as well. These are negative, so they actually take away points. So I can go through and edit it if I wish. I can make it -1 points for that. Save. And the point system, I use 1 just because it's easier. If you feel like there's something more valued, then you can definitely switch it to have more points. But I usually go through and make these just 1. And that just makes it easier for me. So I finish. and now I have my classroom set up. So literally I'm on my iPad circulating the classroom, and I realize George, man, he's just doing an awesome job. He's just engaged in what he's doing. I'll click on task, and he gets a point. I walk over to Emma. Same thing. She's actually sharing some of her stuff. She's helping others with her classwork. Give her a point. Walk over to Billy. Notice that, well, he's not really doing what he needs to do, and so it moves to the -1. And this creates a running log of any time I have some input as to how a student's doing. Man, I just tell you, he just doesn't have what he needs to have in class, so he's -1. But then it's cool if Emma, is doing so well, and then all of a sudden she's, she starts blurting out. I move her, and she goes from +1 like George back to 0. So it's an ongoing game, and my class typically wants me to showcase, just like you see on the screen here on my smartboard, how they're all doing. It's an awesome thing. If you want to just call on someone random, there's a random button right there. It's pretty cool. And sometimes I actually add, like, whether they know the material or they don't know the material. So I'll ask them like a random question about what we're doing, and that kind of keeps them in line too. If you want to assign groups for like group work, you can add a group, and it's pretty easy. I usually just do numbers. I'm going to say Billy and Emma are in group 1, create group. I can add another group, and maybe this is going to be group 2. This will be George and Hill. Create group. You see too, they look kind of buddy-buddy. So you can actually, when you have them in groups as well, you can go to group 2 and say, you know what, you're not doing what you need to be doing right now, buddy. Sorry. And then, but George, man, you're trying to, you're participating, you're doing good. So it allows you to keep them in groups if you have them in group settings, or once again, you can have them out like this. With this, like I said, the parents can log in at any point and see how they're doing. The students have that same access as well. And this is an awesome tool if you're trying to keep the classroom engaged and kind of self-checking how they're doing, because they know as soon as I have that iPad in my hand, at any point I can just log in and start clicking positive or negative attributes that they're showing me at that time. So once that iPad comes out, even if they're a little bit off task, they straighten up pretty quick because they know how easily their parents can see it. But if you have any questions about using it, or if your school's not using it and you think that they should be using it, by all means shoot me an email. ClassDojo, an awesome tool, and really you can use it for pre-K to high school because you can tailor it to what you're looking for. But it's an awesome tool. I highly recommend it. And until next time, have a great day. Peace.